Hey guys, what's going on? Tonight, from Home Chef, we'll be making the Teriyaki-Sriracha Glazed Chicken with sugar snap peas and cremini mushrooms, as always. We'll be going through the ingredients that came from Home Chef, as well as the utensils you need to prep and cook the meal. Once that's complete, we're going to go through step-by-step process of actually prepping and cooking the meal. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so the meal came with the following ingredients. We have 2 boneless and skinless chicken breasts. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. And we have 6 ounces of cremini mushrooms. We have 8 ounces of sugar snap peas. Sugar snap peas. We have 1 green onion. We have 3 ounces of sriracha. 1, 2. One more in here. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Just 3 and then there's more. What else we got here? And we then also have 1 fluid ounce of soy sauce. What's this? This is the teriyaki glaze. Sorry. Here's the soy sauce. We got 4 of these. And we have 4 ounces of the teriyaki glaze. And finally, we have 1 teaspoon of white sesame seeds. And those are your ingredients. For utensils, not too many you need. You'll need actually 2 pans to cook this meal. So one preferably should be non-stick. The other one could be regular. You'll need a chef's knife. You need a measuring cup. You need a few containers to cut everything up with. Figure 3 or 4 of those. You need a medium bowl. You'll need some pepper. Need some out. You'll need some salt. And lastly, you'll need some extra virgin olive oil or whatever cooking oil you choose to work with. And that's the utensils. Alright, I'm going to get to the first step, which is we have to clean and wash all the vegetables as well as rinse the chicken breast and pat dry and season on both sides. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to go and work on the first step. That's preparing the ingredients. But before that, I just rinsed the chicken. They're a little thick, so we're going to tenderize them as an optional step for you guys, but I'm going to tenderize them, and I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. So first we're going to quart each one of the mushrooms, and that's pretty self-explanatory. It's usually better to do it like this, slower either way. But either way it gets cut. Next, we're going to remove the strings from the sugar snap peas. Very simply, just pull it off. It's a bit time consuming, but it is what it is. Some have them, some don't. So we'll keep them on. Really personal preference, but it does say this to remove the strings in the ingredients, in the instructions, so that is what we're doing. Just the camera a little bit. There we go. That's what I missed. Most are off. So far, at least. Where's it go? It's good to check with any for any discoloration or holes if any of the sugar snap peas have that. Whether you get it from Home Chef or you are cooking this at home through just ingredients from from your shopping store, your food store. It's always best to check each one of the pieces of produce out. And as you take it off the strings, you get to check each one of them out. Just a bit time consuming. Almost done. That's all of them. So we had to do what, maybe a third of them, quarter of them, and we had to say goodbye to one sugar snap pea. It was bad, so not that bad. Next, we're going to trim and cut the white portion of green onion into 1-inch lengths. Now we're going to cut the edge off, and then I cut up here for that one, cut over there for that one. And 1-inch lengths, give or take. Oops, I'll lose that. There goes that one, and there's an optional piece to curl these into a garnish. the bad piece off. Let's see. You can very easily just open it up like that. So let me zoom in. There we go. So you just open, just open it up in the middle, and then you want to just make very thin lines, very thin cuts. This uses a garnish at the end, so you want it very thin. I mean, really thin, like 1 centimeter thin. And as you get closer to it, it's going to be harder because you can't hold it. So basically, do it again here. Cut it down the middle. Rivel it all out. You don't need that much, it seems, but we'll continue one more time. Again, this is optional, you don't have to do it, this is more for decorative. But it is stated in the instructions, but they're also stated as optional. So don't need any more. So there we go, take your other container, and that's your garnish. Pretty simple, right? This is labeled as an intermediate meal, but so far so good. There you go. Next step is we already rinsed the chicken breasts. So we're gonna actually put the garnish with some cold water. So let's sit there. There you go. So let's sit there, hang out for a little bit, cool off. And we're going to take care of the chickens with chicken breasts, and I'm actually going to switch out, and we're going to tenderize them a little bit. They are pretty thick. Some also need some trimming of the fat, but that's just optional, of course. So to tenderize, as I've done before in previous videos, you'll need some plastic wrap. Put over the piece of chicken. Sure it's all nice and tight. It's best to have a tenderizer. However, if you don't have a tenderizer, but you have a heavy pot or pan, use that too. For this one, I'm going to use the pointy end, and then we're going to finish it off with the smooth end. Sharp and smooth. Alright. A little bit. You'll find that it cooks better, cooks more thoroughly through as well. Some of these come thick. These two are pretty thick. It's over an inch. This is like 2 inches thick. Very important, you want it to be cooked through properly. Kill all the germs, bacteria. Now, this is optional, you do not have to do this. However, I am. And smooth it out with the spoon side. This part's a little tough, so get a little more. That's it. Take off the plastic wrap and proceed as originally directed through the Home Chef directions, which we'll do in a second. So it's all pretty dry now, but after you rinse it, your patty dry. Take some pepper. Take some salt. I'm going to push that in. Flip over. Do it again. Salt, get pepper. And ready to cook the chicken. Push it in, just make sure before you do this, both sides, very important to push it in. Okay, so we're going to heat up the pan with a little bit of olive oil. Let that spread around. And we're going to put the chicken in for about 3 to 4 minutes. Put that oil around, make sure it's all nice and coated. Alright, just check it out. It's doing pretty nicely. Still got 2 minutes left. Now we're going to flip. Alright, so we have about 30 seconds to flip and start to add the sauces. On deck we have teriyaki glaze, a quarter cup of water, and some sriracha. And we'll be putting that in about 15 seconds. Overall looking pretty nicely. There we go. Alright. And during that we're going to be adding the sriracha, then the water, and open this up. The glaze. So here comes the glaze. You want to keep this high until it gets to a boiling and then make it to a simmer. Sriracha, and go to sriracha. Smells great. And get some water. You want to lower the heat to a simmer. And you're going to cook it for about, it says 8 to 10 minutes. Let's do a flip, make sure it gets all over. Keep going, that looks beautiful. Look at these beautiful things. Alright, you want to let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. We'll put a timer on. Alexa, timer 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
Alright, so as we let it, absorb, cook and absorb the juices, we're going to go on to the next step. Alright, so while the chicken cooks, and remember you need to flip it every couple of minutes, we're going to add in the second pan some olive oil, as always. Want to get it nice and hot. About 2 teaspoons, nothing major. Make sure it's all nice and coated. And we're going to be adding mushrooms and sugar snap peas. and the white portion of the green onion to the hot pan. I'm going to cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to do this on a medium to high heat. When that cooked, I'm going to look at the sriracha, the chicken. See how that's done. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to flip them. I'm going to take some of the sauce. The sauce gets too thick, which it's getting a little bit. We're going to add some water. Take some of the sauce, put it on the chicken. Take about 2 teaspoons of water, mix it all together, and reduce to a simmer. There you go. Alright, about 2 minutes in, we're going to go toss the veggies. Everything looking very nice. About 4 minutes remaining on the veggies, and everything's turning nice colors. Green, the sugar snap peas nice and bright green, and the mushroom is changing colors as well. We're going to do a little sauce, and we'll be done in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes for the veggies, and we're going to take a look at the chicken as well. Alright, for the chicken, time just rang, and we're going to make sure it's about 165 inside. As long as it's 165 or higher, then we're good to go. That's good. That's good. We check different places of chicken, make sure everything's all nice and cooked well. Yeah, we're good. So we're going to take out chicken and let it rest for a few minutes. Veggies are almost done. Nice little flip. In about 14 seconds, we're going to be adding the, soy sauce and removing from the burner. Alright. Cut the burner. And add soy sauce. Last one. There we go. Toss it. Make sure all the veggies are coated. And let's plate the dish. Okay. So here we go, putting some veggies down. And next we get some chicken. Alright, and we're going to get some of those pieces of green. Garnish the chicken, the green onion parts, pieces, right there. And last but not least, you get a spoon, add some of that glaze over the chicken. There we go. We have some sesame seeds to put over the veggies. Some on chicken. And there you go. Here's the complete meal. It's the Teriyaki-Sriracha Glazed Chicken with sugar snap peas and cremini mushrooms. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Any comments, as always, was below. Message me directly. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Next video coming in a couple days. Thanks and good night.